Are you struggling with feeling stuck in your life journey? Does it seem as if the challenges or conflicts that you keep experiencing are on repeat? Healing through feeling could be your new way through to a more satisfying life. Now, here's the host of the Feel to Heal with Sharyn Nichols show, licensed marriage and family therapist and life guide, Sharyn Nichols.
Welcome, everyone. I am so excited to be here today. I am Sharyn Nichols, and you are listening to the Feel to Heal show, and today's topic is letting go. This is one of my most favorite topics to actually talk about. This, I think, letting go has been working me since I said yes to becoming a therapist, having to let go of my own ideas and thoughts and feelings about how things are supposed to be is one of the greatest gifts that actually you and even I can give to myself. So, welcome. Thank you so much for being here. I'm so excited. I'm trying to temper it down. We're just going to take a breath. I invite you all to receive a breath. And know that you can always reach out to me, join me in the chat at Inspired Choices Network. Click on chat room. I welcome all questions and comments. And please reach out to me at feeltoheal.com is my incredible website, and my email, Sharyn Nichols at feeltoheal. I would love and do love hearing from you all. Feedback, always welcome. Positive, negative. It's all part of the allowing of the letting go. So let's jump right in. Let's talk about letting go. I've mentioned before that I do a lot of research just to see sort of what's out there, what's been said about letting go, and what is the meaning. So Merriam-Webster's dictionary says, what does letting go mean? To forget or not care about something. To forget or not care about something. Wow, doesn't that just sound really, really easy to say? Although in theory, maybe not so much. So then what is the meaning of letting go? So letting go, the term means letting go of painful memories and painful thoughts, harmful desires, and unhealthy habits. Again, so broad and yet also so narrow, because we ruminate. So letting go of painful thoughts, painful memories, harmful desires, and unhealthy habits. So it also would mean that if we stopped dwelling on the past or worrying about the future, it also means that to stop dwelling on the past or worrying about the future. I've been talking about giving up the struggle, and the struggle is being stuck in the past or worrying about the future. I mean, this is what we struggle. This is, I'm going to say, one of the biggest human conditions that we all experience. It's one of the biggest themes that we all have. And it keeps us and allows us to be the victim of the past or the victim even of the future. Because quite often we bring our past into our future. Letting go also means detachment, the removing of attachments to anything that makes you suffer or unhappy. It means a lack of attachment and non-involvement with matters that actually do not concern you or which make you suffer. I'm just going to keep breathing. So it's also the act of detaching yourself from unpleasant, meaningless, or harmful thoughts and feelings. So, in the process of detaching, you free yourself from the emotional burdens. And here's the big one: you get to stop taking things personally. It's usually not about you. So, also in this process, you can remove from your life anything that keeps you in the past anchored down, and all the things which do not let you move forward. Taking a breath. Letting go is also freeing yourself from the obsessing thoughts and all the unhappy feelings that you are experiencing on a regular basis, because now what we're really awesome at as human beings is ruminating on our thoughts and our feelings. We ruminate all day long. And then we get righteous about it because our ego takes over. And we then start making all these assumptions that lead us down this path that just does not serve us at all. I mean, not at all. I chose this topic because I am so tired of saying that I should let things go, or I have let things go, or I'm going to let it go. And of course, this whole week, letting go has been working me. Now, this may be a little TMI. However, your body also knows when it's time to let things go. How often do you have a bad stomach? Letting go. That's the beauty of your body. Your body lets go of waste. Your body lets go of all the things it does not need, literally and figuratively. So why not tune more into your body and allow your body to do what it does, which we do. I'm assuming you do. Just be in the noticing. So I have been in the noticing of all the things that have come up for me, all the things that I need to let go. And I purposely chose Black because Black to me is the void, is the abyss. It's the unknown. And so if you pull up your anchor that's been weighing you down and you leap into the unknown, that's letting go. That is truly letting go. Taking up the anchor, jumping into the abyss, allowing the sails to sail, moving forward. You know, I've been talking about our thoughts and our feelings, and usually they are fleeting. They aren't even real in each moment, because we as human beings have this incredible ability to let things go, to move on. So we can allow, and here's the kicker, ourselves to be present, be in the present moment. That's the antidote. That's what truly letting go means. Excuse me. I have an itch. I have a little nose itch. I wonder what that means. There's a bunch of wives' tales about that. Letting go. Sometimes you need to let people go, and you need to even forget them. You need to just move on. Our minds are so powerful that we keep holding on to things because we think we need them. Because who would we be if we actually let go of this idea, this person, this notion that our ego has attached itself to, who would we be? How would we show up in the world? And I get that that can be real scary. The void, the unknown is really, really scary. And when I started on this journey, I know I said that I was appropriately scared shitless. And I had to let go of the idea of who I was supposed to be, who I thought I should be, what it actually meant to have this show, to do this podcast, to get to be live and talk about all these different topics that had meaning to me, that I'm assuming had meaning to all of you. Otherwise, you wouldn't be listening. And it has been an incredible journey of truly letting go. I've had to let go after each show. Because I had to let go of all that I had experienced so I can then move on to the next topic. Thoughts, breathing. We as human beings really like to cling to things, even if we know that these things are not good for us, if they're bad for us. One reason is likely because the more that we feel we know ourselves, the more then we like ourselves. And so, if we didn't keep, this is what I was saying, if we didn't keep holding on to this belief about ourselves, what would it say? So that brings us around to being stuck in the prison of our own making. This is what our egos do. I know I've been talking about this, and sometimes all we actually have to do is turn around and notice that there are no bars behind us, or that the bars are just an illusion, and that all we have to do is literally just slide. Just slide, and they'll move. They're gone. They'll be gone. What we do to ourselves is fucking incredible. How we get ourselves tied up. We get our panties in a wad. And I love that expression. Because literally, where are your panties? Your panties are holding up what you need to let go. We literally have to pull down our panties in order to let go. One of the most incredible things about letting go is that it takes practice. I know it's so much easier said than done, and it's very easy for me to sit here and say all this. I get it. I hear you. I hear what your brains are saying. I hear what your thoughts are. Oh, yeah. Okay, just dismiss it. Just dismiss it. So Hermann Hesse said, some of us think holding on makes us strong, but sometimes it is letting go. So let's just pivot here. Let's shift. Let's repurpose this, reimagine it, rethink it, restate it, that actually letting go is what makes you strong. Letting go gives you the strength to move on rather than the strength holding on, the strength to move on. Thank you so much for tuning in to the Feel to Heal show with myself, Sharyn Nichols, and we've been talking about letting go. We're going to take a short little break, and I welcome you to come back, and we're going to continue to talk about letting go. Thank you so much. See you back in a moment.
At different times on our life journey, we can feel stuck and struggle with seeing our way through. What if the answer to the struggle is just to go deeper than the surface? By tuning in to Feel to Heal with Sharyn Nichols show, with licensed marriage and family therapist and life guide Sharyn Nichols. You'll receive insight and guidance on exploring your feelings in order to heal yourself. Are you ready to create a more satisfying, peaceful, and successful life? Listen for the Feel to Heal with Sharyn Nichols show every Monday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 5 p.m. Central, 4 p.m. Mountain, and 3 p.m. Pacific on InspiredChoicesNetwork.com.
Healing through feeling is possible. What if you could start living life as you were meant to before all the conditioning and trauma covered up your beautiful soul? What if your relationships could deepen through a more authentic connection to your feelings and others? A more satisfying, successful, and peaceful life is obtainable when you work with Sharyn Nichols, marriage and family therapist and life guide. Connect through her website, feeltoheal.com, or her email, SharynNichols@feeltoheal.com, to learn more about the Feel to Heal process. Isn't it time for you to start healing?
This is Feel to Heal with Sharyn Nichols show with licensed marriage and family therapist and life guide Sharyn Nichols. To participate in the program, join our live studio audience in our chat room at InspiredChoicesNetwork.com. You can also ask questions or comments by email by sending to SharynNichols@feeltoheal.com. Now, back to the program.
Welcome back, and thank you so much for tuning in. I'm Sharyn Nichols. This is the Feel to Heal show, and we're talking about letting go. And it is one of the biggest things that I do with all of my clients as a therapist. We're forever talking about the things that are holding them back, the things that they are holding on to, the things that they are having difficulty letting go. And so the negative effects of not letting go are big and vast, because most of us are so afraid to let go because we are attached to our beliefs, to our habits, to our possessions. So let's just take a moment and talk about all the clutter. You know, that's why Marie Kondo has been so successful, because it's so simple. If it doesn't bring you joy, let it go. What about your thoughts? What if your thoughts don't bring you joy? Let it go. So we all hold on to so much stuff, me included. I've been working on letting go, and I'm doing it slowly. I recently cleaned out a cabinet. Yay me. Because the biggest thing that I have found is that the thought of letting go of everything and so much that we need, it's so insurmountable. It's this big, huge mountain that the longest journey starts with the first step. So I've been saying this for a long time now. Take a step, baby step, baby step, baby step. And then when you turn around, you'll see that you've come so far. So I truly have been taking my own advice and living my life that way in respect to taking baby steps, doing a little bit at a time. So anger, grudges, and resentment and envy, which are the negative effects of not letting things go, us holding on to. So it then finds its way into our bodies, and you gain nothing from holding on. You only lose. And one of the biggest lessons that I have learned with regards to letting go is that's the lesson. Letting go of some of my thoughts and feelings and ideas and notions about myself, my ego, in the moment has then allowed this opening. It's allowed me to jump into the void and be present. So letting go of negative people, the people who bring you down. You know, I've been talking about wholeness and oneness. And the most important thing is being in the present moment. So therefore, it's very easy to let go of someone who is causing you, and I do say that, causing you to slip back into, when I say that on purpose, when causing you to slip back into feelings of victimhood, of unworthiness, of all of those lower based energies that we hold on to because we feel that's who we are. Fear, the false emotion appearing real, holds us back, puts us and keeps us in the prison of our own making. And so those are some of the negatives of not letting go. You become stagnant. Your life becomes stagnant. And it's funny, I was thinking about this as I was getting ready for today's show, with regards to Oprah, because Oprah is incredible how she's just opened us all to conversations about things that we were not open to talking about before. And she talked about, I know I've talked about this in terms of how you holding on to things only affects you and really doesn't affect the other person. I was also thinking about all of those makeovers that she did. Now, I know this is a little bit more about change, although in terms of a makeover, you have to let go of what you looked like or what you thought of yourself and how you were showing up in the world. And I would love to know, and I'm sure if I probably did a little bit of a deeper dive, I could probably find out if there was any follow up to any of those women who she did makeovers for, if they actually stuck with it. And I have a funny suspicion that they didn't. They felt good in the moment, in the present moment. Although once they got back into their life with all the clutter, and then they got back to the mind clutter and the mind chatter, that they slipped back into their old patterns, their old habits, their old ways of being that didn't serve them. So here's another thing. When you do not let go, you allow the attachment to grow. And when you allow the attachment to grow, you're continuing to not be free. You are continuing to not allow peace, satisfaction, and success to grow. Like I said before, attachment, holding on, not letting go is like an anchor. These are weights, both literally and figuratively. I know I've talked about that weight, it literally holds you down. And I let go of, in this past year that I've been doing this incredible show, I've let go of 10 pounds. And I am so grateful to myself that I let go of it. And I'm not looking for it to come back. I don't need to. I don't want it. It wasn't serving me. Although maybe I take it back. Actually, it was serving me. It was allowing me to continue to feel like crap about myself. It allowed me to keep a distance, because weight does do that. The more weight we have around us, it keeps people away, or the perceived notion in our head. Of course, people still want to hug you and hold you and love you no matter what weight you are. That's not the point. It's what we make of it, what we do to ourselves, how we, again, keep ourselves in our prison of our own making. So know the benefits of not letting go. That's what I'm saying. The benefits of not letting go keeps you stuck. You get the right to keep feeling that you are right. You can assume the victim role. You get all the attention and the support that you need if you keep holding on to this weight, this burden, these thoughts about yourselves, these experiences that you have had. And it also stops you from jumping into the abyss. You don't have to go out into the scary unknown. It's all good. You're all safe. It's all nice and secure. Or is it? I think you just trade one abyss for another. Being stuck. Oh my God. I mean, I just have these incredible pictures in my head of literally being stuck to the ground with a ball and a chain attached. So I can go so far and then I have to retreat back. Although guess what? You have the bolt cutters. You can cut them. Think about this. Not letting go of something. How will it affect you in the next 5 years? Will you have the relationships that you want? Probably not. Will you move forward in your career? Probably not. Because if you keep looking outside of yourself and you keep blaming or taking things personally, you're just holding you back. Here's the biggest thing about letting go. I shouldn't say the biggest. One of the biggest, because I keep saying this biggest, the biggest, the biggest. One of the biggest in letting go is accepting. Accepting what is. When you accept what is, it becomes so much easier to let go. Acceptance doesn't mean forgetting. Acceptance doesn't necessarily even mean forgiving. It just means accepting. It's very simple. I know, very simple for me to say, much harder perhaps to do. Because you end up struggling within yourself and your own mind, and you keep feeding it and giving it more energy. No one else. Remember, you being angry at somebody only affects you. You not forgiving somebody only affects you. You continuing to be a victim of you only affects you. Because at the end of the day, no one really gives a shit about you. Because they only give a shit about themselves. And that may be harsh. And maybe that's one of the things that you need to let go. I'll give you that. Although by you making someone bigger and more powerful in your mind, again, holds you back. So by simply accepting what has happened, simply accepting who you are, and that you are the sum of all of your experiences, now gives you the jumping off point, gives you that board, allows you to go. So dive, jump, dive, go deep, stay on the surface, but swim, move, let go. It's time to take another break. Thank you so much for tuning in to the Feel to Heal show with myself, Sharyn Nichols. I've been teased about that. I love being teased about my openness, my flowiness, my dancing. Because with each movement, I let go. See you back here in a moment.
At different times on our life journey, we can feel stuck and struggle with seeing our way through. What if the answer to the struggle is just to go deeper than the surface? By tuning in to Feel to Heal with Sharyn Nichols show, with licensed marriage and family therapist and life guide Sharyn Nichols, you'll receive insight and guidance on exploring your feelings in order to heal yourself. Are you ready to create a more satisfying, peaceful, and successful life? Listen for the Feel to Heal with Sharyn Nichols show every Monday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 5 p.m. Central, 4 p.m. Mountain, and 3 p.m. Pacific on InspiredChoicesNetwork.com.
How wonderful would it be to carry your favorite Inspired Choices Network host with you throughout your day? Well, now you can. Inspired Choices Network now has its very own mobile app. Our free app offers live streaming shows, along with thousands of podcasts and TV episodes. Our shows cover a wide variety of topics. Whether you're waking up with us, carrying us through the day, and taking us to bed with you, we're always here for you to enjoy. We're easy to find. Just search for Inspired Choices Network in the Apple App Store or Google Play Store.
Healing through feeling is possible. What if you could start living life as you were meant to before all the conditioning and trauma covered up your beautiful soul? What if your relationships could deepen through a more authentic connection to your feelings and others? A more satisfying, successful, and peaceful life is attainable when you work with Sharyn Nichols, marriage and family therapist and life guide. Connect through her website, feeltoheal.com, or her email, SharynNichols@feeltoheal.com, to learn more about the Feel to Heal process. Isn't it time for you to start healing?
This is Feel to Heal with Sharyn Nichols show, with licensed marriage and family therapist and life guide Sharyn Nichols. To participate in the program, join our live studio audience in our chat room at InspiredChoicesNetwork.com. You can also ask questions or comments by email by sending to SharynNichols@feeltoheal.com. Now, back to the program.
Welcome back. Thank you so much for tuning in to the Feel to Heal show with myself, Sharyn Nichols. Please find me on Facebook, Feel to Heal, and Instagram, Feel to Heal with Sharyn. I would love for you to DM me, give me some feedback, like my postings, share some of yours with me. I'm so welcome and open to doing things differently, letting go of the way that we think things should be. So we're going to get into meditation in a minute. I just want to add one thing about letting go for now. I'm going to say more. Letting go, sometimes it's not always easy or neat. And then the issue or the distraction can come up again. Then let it go again. Let it go once more. It's going to keep happening. And, it is sort of whack-a-mole, although whack-a-mole not in a bad way. It's okay if it pops up, because now you have the tools, which I will give you after the meditation, things that you can do for yourself. You've got the hammer for the whack-a-mole, because this is life. Your thoughts and your feelings aren't going to change. They're not. It's what you do with them, how you react and act on them. So you have so much more control than you think you do. And I just want to acknowledge you and your own ability to just let it go. Because life is going to keep happening no matter what you do. So you can either embrace it or not. You can either move and let go of the last moment and be in the present one, or worry about the past one, or be worrying about the future one. Just be present and get out your hammers to whack-a-mole. So that being said, Let's all receive a big old breath. I should say new breath, because each breath is new. Each breath is filled with possibility. So noticing where you are sitting, being in a comfortable position, breathing, releasing any tension from your jaw, your head, your forehead, your shoulders. Breathing. Bringing your awareness to your right shoulder. Moving slowly down your right arm. Allowing your right fingertips to move ever so slightly. And bringing your attention to your left shoulder, moving down your left arm. Feeling any muscle tension releasing through your fingers. With your next breath, bringing your awareness to your left leg, moving down through your hip, through your knee, your calf, and your ankle. Wiggle your toes. Bring your awareness to your right leg, moving down through your right hip, your thigh, your knee, your calf, and your ankle. Wiggle those toes again. Taking in a deep breath through your nose. Feel your chest and your stomach expand. Imagine inhaling fresh, healthy air. Hold it in for a moment. And slowly breathe it out. And as you're exhaling, feel yourself relaxing and sinking into your chair, your cushion, your mat, wherever you are laying down, even in your seat. Breathing in again a little longer this time, feeling the oxygen enter your lungs. With each breath, you are inviting energy into your body. Inhaling through your nose, exhaling slowly through your mouth, emptying your lungs completely. Repeating this breath, bringing your full awareness to your ever reliable pattern of breathing. Taking a moment to examine your surroundings. Notice anything that strikes you as familiar and anything that may be different. Now allowing your eyes to blink as you choose to accept your environment at this moment. Noticing how comfortable you are, I now encourage you to allow your eyes to close, looking inward, allowing, noticing, and feeling your mind open as you examine your thoughts and feelings. You may picture your mind as a tidy room, each wall lined with bookshelves. Or perhaps your mind is a storage closet with boxes and bags filling the inside. Receiving a breath and taking in as much detail as you can, slowly bringing yourself to accept it. With that acceptance, you can begin to sort through each worrisome thought. Take a step towards each item in your mind. What jumps out the most? Which book or box seems to speak to you the loudest? Take a moment to acknowledge it and examine its contents. Now, as you are ready, take a look at your most unhelpful, distracting thoughts. Remind yourself that these thoughts are not serving you at this moment. Choose each one individually, picking it up with your hands. You may notice that some thoughts are heavy, while other thoughts are light and clumsy. At one point, those thoughts served you in some way. So take a moment to thank them. And even as you acknowledge that they're no longer relevant or helpful to you, their time has passed. Know that as you let go, the thought will remain outside your mind, ready to come back if you should ever need it. Because of this, feel free to dismiss it, choosing instead to focus your energy on those things and thoughts and feelings that serve you. We can find ourselves so often living in the past or the future. It is remarkable the way our minds can comprehend so many different things and different times at once. We can recall distant memories or form questions about our futures at any given time, even subconsciously. You are likely examining your experiences. So while the past and the future can support you, it can be difficult to fully experience the present moment when we're often preoccupied with a different time. So acknowledge this helpfulness. Silently thank your memories and ambitions for the way they've served you. Express gratitude for what you've learned. Now consciously bring your focus to the present, to the here and now. Feel your lungs expand with each breath. Move your fingers and your toes, feeling the environment around you. Now allowing your eyes to open. Find 4 things to shift your attention to that you see, hear, the sounds around you. Notice any smells in the air and bring your attention back to your breath, allowing yourself to feel each sensation as it comes in the present moment. Continuing to breathe. Inhale, exhale. Stay present. And we will be right back. Thank you so much for tuning into the Feel to Heal show with myself, Sharyn Nichols. See you back here in a moment.
At different times on our life journey, we can feel stuck and struggle with seeing our way through. What if the answer to the struggle is just to go deeper than the surface? By tuning in to Feel to Heal with Sharyn Nichols show, with licensed marriage and family therapist and life guide Sharyn Nichols, you'll receive insight and guidance on exploring your feelings in order to heal yourself. Are you ready to create a more satisfying, peaceful, and successful life? Listen for the Feel to Heal with Sharyn Nichols show every Monday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 5 p.m. Central, 4 p.m. Mountain, and 3 p.m. Pacific on InspiredChoicesNetwork.com.
Healing through feeling is possible. What if you could start living life as you were meant to before all the conditioning and trauma covered up your beautiful soul? What if your relationships could deepen through a more authentic connection to your feelings and others? A more satisfying, successful, and peaceful life is obtainable when you work with Sharyn Nichols, marriage and family therapist and life guide. Connect through her website, feeltoheal.com, or her email, SharynNichols@feeltoheal.com, to learn more about the Feel to Heal process. Isn't it time for you to start healing?
This is Feel to Heal with Sharyn Nichols show, with licensed marriage and family therapist and life guide Sharyn Nichols. To participate in the program, join our live studio audience in our chat room at InspiredChoicesNetwork.com. You can also ask questions or comments by email by sending to SharynNichols@feeltoheal.com. Now, back to the program.
Welcome back. Thank you so much for tuning in. We just did an incredible meditation. At least I hope you felt that way. I want to talk a bit more about the whack-a-mole, that I've noticed that the more I do let things go, the less it does come up. And so I want to start with that and I want to bookend that and now start talking about some tips for letting go, because I know it's very easy for me to sit here and say it. The first and foremost, what I think the most important thing is to strive to be more aware of your thoughts. I know that might seem strange or a little wacko or crazy, but the more that you think and the more that you allow your thoughts to pass through you without paying any close attention to them, the less that they actually reverse that. The more that you do pay attention, you have the opportunity to then let them go. If you're not paying attention, then they can stay with you more. So I'm not sure I understand. Siri, not sure she understands. I'm not sure that I understand either. I love the universe. Thank you so much. So if we let thoughts pass through our mind without paying close attention, then we can let the thoughts, we often let them affect how we feel and act. So if we can strive to be aware of them, then we can let them go. So if you're paying attention to having a thought and a feeling, then you can let it go. If you're avoiding or not paying attention, or you're trying to refuse to think about something, you're placing your attention in the wrong place. I think that makes sense. So shift your attention to positive thoughts. So when you notice that you're having negative thoughts, start thinking about positive ones. So it's not about dwelling on the past and the negative. It's just about shifting. It's about the pivot. It's all the things that I've been talking about. So it's about being more aware of your feelings and emotions in the same way that you're aware of your thoughts. I mean, it's all your thoughts and your feelings are not going to change. It's how you react to them. So we dismiss so much of our thoughts and feelings because we're so afraid of what our thoughts actually say about us. And we're so afraid to feel, or we're worried, or we're stuck, or, I use the word afraid a lot. And it's truly about jumping. It's truly about allowing and just being in the present moment. So here's another thing. Make peace with yourself and with others, because anger and frustration, as I mentioned before, they don't serve you. So it's not about forgetting. It is about forgiving and accepting and moving on. So stop dwelling on the past. Stop taking things personally. Please, oh, please, oh, please. It's not about you. As I mentioned before, no one really gives a crap about you because they're only thinking about themselves. And I know I said a lot in the beginning, you might as well be you because everyone else is taking. Because no one cares. Everyone only cares about themselves. And here's the thing. That's okay. Stop wronging them. Stop wronging you for thinking about yourself. It's the degree with which. It's how much you are projecting onto others. And we're going to talk more about that when I get into taking things personally. So hope for the best when letting go. Think about good things. Let go of blame. Practice self-compassion. Be kind to yourself because yes, this is not going to be easy. It's easy for me to say. It takes practice. It takes fortitude. It takes letting go of the notion that you can't let go. Oy. This one was my favorite. Look for the silver linings. Look for the little wins. Be kind to yourself. It's okay. Please be kind. Be kind, rewind. I don't know why that just came to me. Be kind to yourself. Wait, where are all those the t-shirts? Be kind and anyway. Another way to let things go, journal about it, write it. There's something about the brain going through the arm and letting go. So letting go may be surprisingly very hard. It may be a very hard mental challenge. I get that. And it does take time and practice. But here's one thing that I do know about you, is that you can do anything that you put your mind to. You can. I know it. Because you are a human being just like I am. And I know, because remember, I really truly only care about me. I know that if I can do anything, if I put my mind to it, I can do anything. So can you. Because I am no different than you. I am no different. Thank you so much for tuning in to today's show, Feel to Heal. I am Sharyn Nichols. We've been talking about letting go. I am so grateful for all of you who are listening and tuning in, and this incredible opportunity for me to continue to grow me. Might as well be you. Everyone else is taken. See you next time. Take care.
Thank you for choosing to listen to the Feel to Heal with Sharyn Nichols show. Sharyn Nichols will return next Monday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 5 p.m. Central, 4 p.m. Mountain, and 3 p.m. Pacific on InspiredChoicesNetwork.com. We hope you'll join us. Until then, give up the struggle, feel all you need to feel, and make this week your best one yet.